and we just like, and thankfully, like we're like on the deck where all the rooms are, and like where all the
Yeah.
bars are. So we just like watch our room, and then
Right.
um, her old roommate and coworker took who was sitting our dog. She took him to Fort Collins because the problem with our dog's health is that he is by no measure and means should be allowed to be under anesthesia from anybody other than the Fort Collins anesthesiologist because of just how sensitive he is.
Mm-hmm.
Poor baby.
Yeah. So he has a hematoma, which is basically a mass in his back about the size of half a softball. And it's just squishy. And like he's just like a little hunchback looking boy now. And he doesn't look like he cares. Like he still tries to jump off couches and stuff. And um we basically found like they basically told us that we don't know what's causing this. It was probably a mixture of of stress from you guys leaving and him being off his drug routine for a day or two.
Oh.
So we basically declared he had decided that he knew that we were spending money on ourselves, and he's like, none of that shit. And he decided to go into full, just like I will become self-destructive. So we spent 4 days in Fort Collins, had some pretty good food, walked around the town, met with a good friend of ours.
Right.
We stayed in a hotel, and then I bought myself a PS5 with my Universal refund money.
I saw that. Well done.
Good times. And I now have every major console, so now there is no such thing as console exclusivity for me. I will have all the games.
All of them.
Although fucking hotel Wi-Fi tested my patience. Holy fuck.
Why on earth would you try PS5 on hotel Wi-Fi? Holy
Bro,
crap.
I was in Fort Collins for fucking 4 days. You bet your ass I was gonna use it.
Man.
But I wasn't playing like Call of Duty or anything like that. Like, hell no, I'm not an idiot. I was playing God of War, the new Spider-Man, Bloodborne. It just took me 12 hours to download a single fucking game.
Oh my god.
Bruh. Bro, you want to talk about faking patience? The download speed, I think, was like 0.01.
Ew, my god.
Oh my god, no.
That's
oh my god.
tragic on another level.
I would start the thing and it'd be like 24 hours, 20 hours, 16 hours, 17 hours, 16 hours. I'm like, awesome.
Bro,
So-
at that point, I would have just taken the PS5 to like some friend that is close-ish with decent internet. But here, update my system real quick. I'll be right back. God, man.
You could have brought it here, motherfucker.
I know. I was trying to say.
Oh, see, you had close by friends.
We couldn't leave due to the fear of the dog potentially like deciding to go under.
Oh, jeez.
So
I get it. I understand. I'm just saying, like, you could have left it
Yeah,
here
Alex's
with
house
me.
is like 30 minutes from Foco.
Nah,
yeah.
it's about an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, it was a time, but we had been getting some pretty solid food, had some good drinks, a lot of drinks, and yeah, no, thank God for pet insurance because I'm gonna get about 90% of that fund back.
Oh,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
pet, yeah, pet insurance.
It's great. Although I haven't gotten my shit back from the most recent time I took Denali to the vet. They haven't paid me back yet. I'm like, motherfuckers, I need this, please.
Please
Give me my money.
Give me my fucking money.
throws Barbie.
Meh. Exactly.
don't forget the pre-roll, even though it's just
Crap.
an RP session.
Hey man, bad RP can go from you guys being the heroes to being the kings of a nation, or you guys can be from the heroes to be in prison.
D&D Beyond. All right.
Has gotten characters killed in the past, so it's a thing.
You know, I will still never live that down. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
You said you run D100s, right? For pre-rolls or D20s?
They just roll as many D20s as they feel like is necessary to kind of get the bad rolls out of the way.
All right, so we're just
it's kind of like
D20
if you're feeling like spicy, don't pre-roll and just see what happens. But if you're feeling like, you know, a black cat touched you,
Okay,
throw 100 of them.
First off, I'm always spicy. Second, I like to bring the
Spicy.
juice.
The juice.
The juice.
All right,
The
so we're gonna
juice.
do 100 d20s. 100 and roll. Dear God, all the d20s.
What's up,
just
Scoob? Good to see ya.
flooded.
Yes,
Goob.
hello. I didn't expect to get here so soon.
Yo,
Hell
Love it. Do it more. No.
yeah.
Now do
Uh,
it again.
we got 1127 on the pre-roll of the night. Right,
What screen is
1127.
Why are you on that screen, you idiotic twat?
I don't know. I don't know. I got.
You know what it is.
Okay.
You know what it is. I forgot.
I've got
exchanged
monitors
monitors.
for days. I don't know. Hey, how
Dude.
you doing? Let me see. I gotta reload the chat.
I forgot I exchanged my monitor location, so now things are different.
There we go.
I almost went to Twitch. I'm like, wait.
We're on Kicking
Hey.
YouTube.
I'm on both because fuck Twitch TOS.
I'm on both. I'm an elf.
I'm the goddamn princess. Your name's Rick and shit.
Alex, you doing?
How you doing, Nova? What's going on, legend?
What?
You're not in roll 20. I don't think.
Oh, well.
As of right now, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Not yet.
You know, I may have accidentally clicked on the wrong one.
Oh, did
Of
Yeah.
course you did.
Courtney's
break?
gonna make me see about teaching a group of 7 how to play D&D.
what's
in
up,
real
Mark?
life. That'll be
What's
kind
up,
of cheap
Gingy? How am I killing you, Mark?
to
Oh, yeah.
have 7 veterinary people. I'll be able to do anything involving animals. Like, what kind of disease does it have? What's its symptoms? I'm like, I don't know. It's fucking pink.
I've known Thor.
That's
Well,
a-
Sean. I've known him
Shit,
since
I
like
don't know.
2013.
I have to tell I mean, I don't think they will, but it's like, hey, this is
This is a
Fantasy.
problem.
fantasy.
Is this
All right.
real life?
No,
Or is
Is
this
this
just
just
fantasy?
Caught in a landslide. No escape
from reality.
Reality. What are you doing,
yeah.
Hobo Knight? You legend. Good to see
Hobo
you.
Night.
It's a Hobo
God
Knight.
damn.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
for everyone who's joining us here today from the worlds of any of our various streaming programs, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I am your dungeon master, Nico Silverale. Followed with me here are my very, very great friends with another glorious day of Dungeons and Dragons. And for the first time officially, we are streaming directly to YouTube so that this time I don't have to edit as much. It just goes straight to VODs. That way we know it's real.
That realness.
Because
Like-
I'm too lazy to actually edit, and that shit's hard.
Like cheeks in my face. Wait, what?
We're too poor to
Hire an
Hire
editor.
editors.
hire an editor.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie when I say that I underestimated the value of a content creator editor because that is sheesh worthy stuff.
Mm,
Mhm.
very nice.
Like editing is shenanigans, and you know what? At the end of the day, we're here though. So
We made it.
hell yeah. It's gonna be a good time and a good ass day though, because we're vibing. That's why I just ship was basically no editing
As
involved.
it
Honestly, that's
should.
fair.
Right.
All right. Before we officially begin this week's recap after 2 weeks of being off, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns before we begin?
We haven't left
Um,
the town, right?
I'm gonna do an RP thing to kind of like explain you guys like trek back from the
Okay.
Ashtown. Yes.
Dope.
But
Right
other
on.
than that, though, we are gonna have a
That was the only
pretty
question I had, so we're good.
right on.
Are we
All
gonna
right.
wait for Jordan?
Jordan's not participating this week due to mental health requirement.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. All good though. But heck yeah. It'll be a good day.
Is that the music that I just heard load up in Discord?
if you hear some tweeting.
Give me the tunes.
Now, before we begin, we have one final question that we must explain or inform people. Is
Thank you,
mayonnaise
Alex.
an instrument, guys? Yay or nay?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Well, according to Squidward Tentacles, he says no. But fuck that guy.
What? Fuck? Oh, god damn. God damn.
I squish what I want.
All right. But it is time for us to finally begin. And of course, anyone who is on our channel here today and does not know what the heck and hell has been going on as of thus far, do not forget that you can check out in our YouTube channel all of the previous episodes of the campaign, so that way you guys can stay up to date on who has been dead, who is here, who arrived, and all of the sorts. But without further ado, let us begin. We start off in the campaign. We start off in the session here today during the aftermath of the Battle of the Forsaken Village, the village hidden in ash, a location that has been bombarded and ravaged by carnivorous, angry spirits infected by what would only be described as a vampiric wendigo, a druidic spirit that is typically born from the presence of cannibalism. With you guys having chose to find your way through the Ashen Village to attemptively resupply, you'd only found evidences of bloodshed, destruction, and amongst everything else, just pure carnage. With you guys being able to hold your ground and stand your ground, you were able to defend off the Wendigo and the hordes of the vampiric thrall charging at you and the children you had discovered, to eventually meet a deity of the forest, as you guys were given. Let's see if I have her.
Nefralia, I believe.
Yes, I was trying to see if I had a picture for the people watching. But you met the druidic entity of the forest, only known as Nefralia, a elvish spirit with the nature form of a golden caribou with giant antlers, with the ability to summon the forest as she simply exists through the wakes of destruction. She was last seen chasing off the Wendigo as she was working the best that she can to cleanse the forest of its deadly presence. After having spent the rest of the evening healing, taking a long rest, and providing some form of healing, all of you were able to get a few remaining feathers made by Nefralia as a parting gift from your battle against the Wendigo, allowing most of you to receive fixing of your broken arms, your fixed wings, and such. As you wake up outside of the Ashton Village, the Vale of Ash that was initially holding the village captive, you were able to walk out of there, and you spent the next 2 to 3 days on foot with the hurt and scared children through the course of the forest to make it back towards the main city. As you get to just about the end of the forest and you look around, from what you can see, with you having been gone for about relatively 2 to 3 weeks in accumulated time, you had found that the village itself appears to be a little bit different. They appear to be celebrating some sort of thing. As you can see, various types of tapestries and banners, although you can see what appears to be a banner that does not show signs of any druidic affiliation. It almost looks like to be like a clan banner celebrating and waving along the perimeter of the city. And we started off with one of the children's kind of walking side by side with Theodon, as one of the kids, one of the tieflings, kind of poke at your side, Theodon. Excuse me, sir, I've meant to ask this as of lately, but how is it that you are able to see? You have no eyes upon your face, and your horns obstruct your vision. How are you able to see so well?
Just because one doesn't have eyes doesn't mean they're completely blind. I'll let you take a guess.
Oh, Well,
I'll kind of
is it
point
is it
down
hard?
towards my feet and point out that I basically have no shoes on.
Is it hard for you?
Eh, I don't know what colors are. I guess that's a thing.
Oh, well, I I would not know how to work with as you do, but it is rather interesting to see as you have. But in all genuine truth, though, I will say you fought very well during the village. Even though you are blind, you are quite strong for someone so small as I am.
Kind of. Very irritated at the small part, but it's not his fault. Yeah, small.
I will burn your house down.
It's already burned
Well, it's fatality froze the house.
I will burn it again.
Being like,
He froze it,
Be-
and then now he's gonna burn it to the ground.
let's see, let me check the map.
Hell yeah.
Overhearing this, all you hear is Ying in the distance. Ah! Ah! Ah!
As you guys are
Gesundheit?
walking or Gesundheit?
The hell?
As the current time of day right now is about roughly 9 a.m. My apologies, 9 a.m. And you can hear the sound of festival music very faintly going off into the background. As you can see, there appears to be a small line of people from common folk to druidic folk who are all currently trying to make their way into the city. And you can see there's a very small line, maybe like 10 minutes worth of waiting if you wanted to wait in line to enter into the city.
Would I recognize that clan? Banner Neck or no?
Roll a history.
Okay. First roll of the night. If D&D Beyond wants to load. All right. History. That is a 4.
Unfortunately,
It's
you're not
going
really able to
well.
get not enough information, and you can't really remember much of anything that would help you in this matter.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. So as you're all kind of like waiting along in the back of the line, you make your way trekking slowly through. And as you're getting closer and closer, the main part of the city, like the entranceway, has become kind of a form of a farmer's market to where everyone around there is doing everything from trading of various types of items. And from what you can kind of tell, for the most part, the city is in great cheer. From what everyone besides Ying had remembered, you guys had witnessed the appearance and the presence of a large, deadly deity. Or not a deity, my apologies, meta. You saw a large treant that, to your eyes, would have been a very big threat. But
Yes.
you can see that the people appear to have no signs of worry or fear, even. In many cases, they're actually celebrating.
Huh. You guys think this might be because of our explosive unconsciousness?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes, maybe.
I'm gonna walk. Theodon's gonna walk to the closest person if he's able to with all the vibrations going on.
Okay. One more time. What were you saying, Theodon?
Theodon, if he's able to if he can still see with all the vibrations going on around him, he's gonna walk to the closest person and kind of ask what's going on.
Okay. So immediately with your perception, because you're not in the city, you're just on the outside, you're able to perceive what appears to be someone with the outline of what might be a guardsman, as they appear to have shields and a pike of some kind, or you can see what appears to be a group of scholars just near the entrance.
Huh, nice.
God.
Yes.
Thank God.
Scoop's internet went out. Just FYI.
Yeah, Scoop disconnected.
Just FYI. You just
Gotcha.
make sure you know.
For sure. So right now, Theodon, you can choose to either talk to the guardsmen or the scholars just at the entrance before the city becomes a full craziness.
I'll talk to the guardsman.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mrs.
What'd you call me? Mr. Mrs.?
Yeah.
Well, that's rather not polite. I don't even know you.
Oh, well, I don't know you. That's why I called you Mr. Mrs.
My name's Mr. Sir.
Very well. Excuse me,
Mr.
Mr. Sir.
Mrs. is my wife, but I'm Mr. Sir.
I hate that you just did this to me.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
You can accept my cringe, you bastards.
I mean, yeah, we did an entire 4-year campaign with you throwing cringe around. I think we're used to it at that point.
You best be.
I was saying Mr. Mrs. because I wanted to be polite because I can't tell if it's a man or a woman under all those clothes. And then you hit me with my name's Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir.
My wife is Mr. Mrs.
God damn it.
Well, so Mr. Sir, what's going on around here?
Well, in the plainest of ways, we're actually celebrating the loss of a great evil.
Great evil?
Yes, about roughly a week and a half ago, a band of adventurers came around into the city, and one thing led to another, and there's been a very dangerous problem that has been solved by some local heroes, or at least mercenaries, I would more so say, not necessarily heroes.
Oh, what exactly did they do?
From what I heard, they did something along the lines of fighting a giant int.
Wait, what?
Fighting a what?
They fought an int, one of those like large creatures, along the lines of kind of like a large tree folk. You don't look like you're from around here, but in basic sense, they fought the giant tree demon.
A treant?
Yes.
He called it an it.
Ent. E-N-T.
He really shortened the treant, huh? There's a party?
Well, you see, it arrived a couple weeks ago due to some large explosion off into the end of the forest near a logging camp. And from what I heard, that thing was wreaking all sorts of havoc along the coastlines. And up until about a week and a half ago, more or less, there was a group of people that came in, used some of the magics and other connections, and they dealt with the problem. Although they really dealt with the one thing and then left. So in a way, it's kind of like they did one thing for us and then they left us. So like, in my opinion, it's like, yeah, they helped us, but what about the other stuff?
What a bunch of bozos.
I know.
Right.
Who walks into a region, solves one problem, and then goes on to the next thing?
You'd be surprised, mate.
So, what did the people that fought the treant look like? Any general descriptions?
Well, the funny thing is, you can't really miss them. I mean, I know one of them was an Arankaka, those like big bird people. Two of them were elves, most likely siblings, with how often they fought with each other. And then there appeared to have been something. I think it was a snake person who was uncharacteristically like flirting with every guardsman. And then their main leader, was a dragonborn barbarian, huge fellow, very strong. But I believe I saw that he was also a musician, because believe it or not, this man, dragonborn, huge fellow, two-handed axe, but then the axe was a guitar.
Oh. Electrion. Sorry, you said axe with a guitar, and my mind went to Monster Hunter, Electrion's weapon for the great sword. Huh.
But yeah, I don't know why. like I said, the tree had just showed up from an explosion, and then, given some time of it causing hell and mayhem, some mercenaries, at least I believe they're mercenaries, came in and dealt with the problem.
Do you know where they went?
Well, that's the thing. Last I heard, they were supposedly in the seat of the forest in the government building.
Oh, so they were hired by them. Possibly.
I don't know. I've only been mostly hearing through the realms of the grapevine, and of course some of the help within the seat of the government. So it's more so a he said, they said kind of thing.
I see. Do you know if anyone else might have some bit more detailed information, or does everyone have just about the same?
That's what I've mostly heard. I mean, if anything, I know that the cursed magic shop lady was the woman who helped with them hand in hand. Just be sure not to say the number 3 in front of her. She's rather eccentric about that.
Yeah. She. Has no one attempted to cure her of her curse?
That's the thing. I don't know if she wants to be cured.
Because it's like we get rid of 1 3 and then something else turns into 3.
As you're kind of like speaking and like just going back and forth with this guardsman, you hear the sound of, "Don't say the word. Don't say the bad number."
Oh dear God.
And you looking behind you, you can see behind you is the
can't see.
the witch. Oh Christ!
Filling behind you.
Filling behind you. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn second. And you notice that within this situation, you're finding that as the people are moving in, the witch of the Cursed 3 shop is hauling what appears to be a large assortment of dark red useless lumber logs and various other types of mushrooms, and she just walks past you. Many supplies now in stock thanks to those people, and now I have 6 times my normal inventory. Hooray!
Yeah, I was just waiting for her inventory to turn into 3 times. It just decreased.
And once again, with this woman, you see that she has on her person an assortment of 3 of everything: 3 clocks, water bottles, 3 thumbs, a 3rd foot.
How does one not notice this? How does she not notice this?
She's used to it.
She really just deluded herself, huh?
That's how it goes sometimes, you know. As you're waiting, you watch as the witch of 3 just walks past you and heads into the shop and through the sea of people, heading towards her magic shop located to the north of the city.
Well, if we ever want more questions, we could just go ask her, or we could go ask the people, the little party themselves. But we probably want to go visit blacksmiths first.
God, I did want to talk to the scholars.
Okay.
See if I can
So-
get any more information out of them.
Okay. So you head over to the so you walk over towards the scholars, and the scholars are a group of 6 elvish students. They all seem to be wearing what appears to be like university style wear, as they're all kind of like wearing feathered caps, little scrolls on their sides, very proper looking. And you show up to them looking a little bit dirtied, a little bit of stained with ash and bits of blood from your engagements, and then your armor showing signs of wear and tear.
Yeah.
And so you approach these people. How do you approach them? Like verbally?
Verbally, I would just, because we haven't been in the city for quite some time.
Correct.
I would just be like, students, do you have a moment to divulge some information with me?
Meta, I think it's like the nicest I've ever heard any of your characters speak to somebody.
Ares, yeah, Ares would be like, give me information.
Give me your money.
You
Marks them in the
speak
middle of
now.
the city. So as you go and you ask them, you look as they kind of look at you up and down. Oh, yes, Paladin. What might we be of assistance with?
So, my party and I haven't been in the city for quite some time. What's with the farmers market and a festival? It looks like.
Ah, yes. From what we've been able to understand as of lately, the hero group known as Hydra. Hush.
Oh.
Hydra.
hence, the,
Hey.
hence the tabard. You see as a hero group known as Hydra, a group of 5 adventurers arrived into the city about roughly 2 weeks ago to deal with an ever-growing problem of a rampaging treant.
Okay.
From what ancient books had mentioned of it, this was most likely an offspring of an old legendary creature by the name of Trevala. Trevala was a giant, useless lumber treant said to be immune to all forms of magic. And the team known as Hydra came in, used their services and their connections, and over the course of about roughly a week of various bartering and some would claim harassment of the city, they were able to defeat and destroy the treant rather swiftly.
Okay, so that's why there's a festival going on.
Yes, from what we've been able to understand, we're mostly celebrating the situation as, with the death of Trevala, a large amount of the useless lumber woods have been reduced, including a large landing in where the main island is, where Castle Lorcaelan currently stands. When it was asked if the team would be willing to venture into that region, the team simply said that they had other matters to attend to. So at this moment in time, we're mainly celebrating a large portion of our land having been returned from the hold of the useless lumber trees, and celebrating just the usage of a great harvest.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information.
Of course. Oh, and Paladin,
then-
might I
Yeah.
ask of you really quickly to do something for me?
Sure.
See, my mate and I are getting ready to have exams coming into university within the next summer, and would you be able to provide us a blessing for good health and education so that we may be able to pass these exams?
Sure.
Okay. Roll religion. With it,
Roll religion.
you're a combat paladin, so yeah, I would say roll religion.
What was I say?
Yeah, Huddy doesn't believe in God.
I was gonna say he could pass it off
You're a
to
paladin.
You
Ying
don't
because
believe in God if you're a paladin.
man, if he wanted to pass it off to Ying because Ying was divination wizard and a priest before all this, it's totally up to the atheist.
Theist. He doesn't believe in a God. He believes in something else.
Gotcha. Science. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Becomes an artificer paladin.
I mean, that's so fun.
My shield's a
Oh my God.
flamethrower.
Hold on. An armor artificer paladin multi-class?
Yeah, right.
Absurd.
Bill. What's up, Chaotic?
Bill.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll straight religion.
This is exciting. Atheist.
Well,
Religion?
they may fail.
What's the roll?
That's a 7.
Ooh.
Okay, so you personally don't feel holy magic draining down upon them because you're not necessarily a paladin of education and you're not really connected to a god. But with them mistaking you as a paladin of religion, you just hold your hand out and you kind of shoot up a
Much
random
love, chat. How
prayer
you
in your
doing,
head
YouTube and
to kind of
Kick?
make the illusion that it will help them out.
Yeah,
you hold out your hand and you just simply just begin to say, by the power of, and you just mutter, you, I bless upon
Like
you
butter
good
and, like-
education.
Yeah, yeah, let's go with that.
No, this, you know what this fucking reminds me of? This reminds me of, I don't know how many of you seen Vox Machina. But like it's like the very first episode when the Fisher people ask Pike to bless their house, and she goes like, "May the gods protect your house from all the bad stuff." Okay, yep, you're blessed now.
You are blessed. Be blessed.
Religion,
So-
motherfucker.
Woo! So Hadi, you have provided them a false sense of hope, but what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, exactly.
So you've done your thing, you've done your necessity, and you continue on as you kind of salute the scholars their way, and you reconvene with the party as well as Theodon. So currently, make sure you guys are on the right map. You are. So as of right now, I'll say you guys are all located at the farmers market to the southern end of the city here. The seat of the government is the large tree trunk building just north of you, across the bridge.
I wanted to go. I need some leather work done on my armor, like bad.
Yeah, I do as well.
Okay. So you head over to the nearby blacksmith, which you remember to be just before the bridge on the building on the right-hand side here.
Okay, yes, I go.
As you approach, you recognize that the blacksmith, to your sudden remembrance, is the initially racist gnome.
Oh, this.
Must
dog.
have been a
Oh.
motherfucker.
Have fun.
That's the
Which
dwarf
was-
last time we were here.
No, I'm
It's
pretty sure it was a
now-
gnome.
It was a gnome because he was on the shoulder of the robot.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, whatever.
I
I'm
remember
not gonna fight that.
No, it's a half giant. Fuck.
So, Meta, where are we at right now? Are we seeing a racist armor worker?
Yes, we're in
Yes.
here.
For meta purposes, when they first entered into the area, they ran into a gnome who was uncharacteristically racist, mostly because they were outsiders, not because that they were of a race. It's because that they were just
Yeah.
outsiders who initially were a part of a crew of people that were
Hmm.
destroying their land.
Got
Basically,
you.
it's
Told him
like
to fuck off.
it's like saying like you work for the guys that are chopping down the rainforest, and you're being blamed for being those guys. So
That's
yeah.
a perfect analogy.
So, so as you approach the area, the gnome turns around. My oh my! It seems that you all are still alive. All right then. From what it looks like, you all seem to have dealt with some less than favorable conditions.
Yes.
You could say that again.
And I assume you want them to be repaired then.
Preferably.
Oi, why are you speaking to us as if you're better than us, mate?
Oh no.
I'm not speaking as I'm better. I'm just rather speaking because I'm surprised. Well, from when I heard that the Dimaluxin Foundation ship had left, I assumed that they had taken you all here with them. But seeing as how you're still here, it seems that the rumors were true that you did indeed do a little shenanigans with the Luxon Foundation.
Oh yeah, that factory is now ground zero.
I could write you a book about it.
A book about
Thanks to our
what?
little pyromancer down here.
I like explosions.
Yes, he does.
This will throw off the gnome. Don't worry, guys.
All I saw in my head when you said that was the kid on the bus on Simpson.
I am danger.
I like explosions. God almighty.
God, we love to see it.
Sorry.
So, as you are all currently sitting upon this little area here, you can see that this man has a large amount of wares, many of it is available to be sold, purchased. If you have anything you wish to sell or buy or just ask for repairs, for every 2 pieces of armor that you own, it will take them at least 6 hours to make or remake.
Okay.
So go ahead and type in the Roll20 chat what you need repaired and if you would like it to be done. That way I can keep track of how long it will take for him to make all of your gear. Like I said, for every 2 items, it'll be 6 hours.
I just have no idea what's destroyed on me.
I was gonna say, I don't think I was anywhere near them when they got all their stuff destroyed from that
You were not
explosion.
being- you are
Yeah.
currently in perfect condition and perfect health, and you have not been reduced down to 0, have you?
No.
Cool. Then you're at the very worst, you're kind of scuffed. At the very best, you might need like a thread and needle for some of your robes, but you're fine in terms of equipment.
You there, Smith? I require a thread and enough needle to patch up my robes.
Unfortunately, I'm not. If you haven't noticed, I'm not much of a leather worker or a seamstress. If you wanna find you yourself a thread and needle, you can find yourself across the way there.
Find you across the damn way. Right. I will go do that then.
I'm gonna roll if I heard your shit.
Ying's a giant divination wizard. For those who don't know, like, and high elves don't do kindly to bad vibes.
So you kind of like mutter that, and you can see that the gnome kind of smirks a little bit as you kind of say that, and you walk away, and literally right across the street is a cloth and a dress vendor, what appears to be ran by a pair of female elves.
Oh. Am I then? So yeah, I'm there now. All right. Excuse me, mate. I just require a needle and some thread to patch up my robes. The, shall I say, individual across the way there, the smith, wasn't too helpful for me. Might you have what I look for?
One of the ladies is a kind of like a darker skinned elf with jet black hair. She kind of like peers over your shoulder, looking towards the smith. Oh, that man's just an ass. Please.
A huge one.
Although he is correct, we would be more than happy to assist you. I apologize if you have any horrible issues with his experience. Like I said, he's but a painful ass with a donkey up his bum.
It reminds me of what comes out the bum, milady.
Of course, sir. Just a moment, please. And she holds out and pulls out a decent-sized spool of red thread. Are you in need of assistance, sir?
You know what? Now that you mention it, my thing, I'll just probably screw it up. How much? I'll be happy to pay for your services.
Let's see how meh your equipment is. Okay, not bad. So she looks at it. I would say about 10 silver, if that would be okay with you.
Quite all right, my lady. All right, yeah. So I'll just put in here. I appreciate you, ma'am.
Of course. Do you wish to leave me your robe and I can repair it here and you just come back within the hour? Or if you wish, you can simply sit here on the chair and I can work with you as we are right now.
That's all right. You mind if I light my pipe then? I will happily sit it down.
Yeah, of course. You don't mind at all.
Right on. Appreciate you again, ma'am. All right.
So wait, was it everything that we had on us that was destroyed, or what we had equipped?
Anything you had equipped.
Okay, then I need to amend my list. Hold on.
Just pulls up the whole ass thing.
I mean, to be fair, like
Just
a lot
an
of that
entire thing to be repaired.
all of my shit basically needed to. So actually, I don't think I need my short swords repaired because those weren't out.
Mm-hmm. So
Wait, my magic book. Oh no.
So for Hadi, with your selling of the cursed leather armor, so looking at it, seeing as it has some degree of magical abilities upon it, he looks at it like, oh, not too bad, and sells it for about 300 gold to repair your longsword. He does for about 50 gold, so you earn 250 gold in profit.
Nice.
Hi, wife.
Nice.
Hi, wife.
Did you have a good day? You didn't have a good day?
Free emergency surgeries. I was in surgery
Oh
all day.
no.
Did they survive?
Oh.
One of them should have died.
Oh.
Oh.
Wonder if
Damn.
they got- That is our professional opinion. That dog needs
Okay. That's funny. Yeah. And he hasn't. Not yet.
Hey, Cybot, how you doing? Thank you for watching, chat. Kicking YouTube, much love.
I thought he was saying Jesus. That's funny. Anyhow, so yeah, so Hadi, you get 250 gold in bonuses. Theodan, selling a dagger is 1 gold, and for a magic dagger, he is selling a dagger that does 1d4 of cold damage for 100 gold.
Okay. Any other daggers?
He has a +1 dagger that's not magical, just higher quality.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of like magic daggers in general, he has the +1, which is just +1 in general, or he has the 1d4 cold dagger.
Does he know
Nice,
where I can go
nice.
find magic daggers?
You want to get yourself over to the Curse 3 shop up to the north.
Of course, it'd be that shop.
Fucking course.
You can't escape the Curse of 3.
Curse of 3.
Very well. I'll just go over to the leatherworker and check her stuff out.
The leatherworker, she is selling custom armor jobs, where if you wanted to have a custom sized
Ooh.
armor. Because looking at you, she would suggest that there's really nothing that small, because you are smaller than a dwarf, but you're about roughly the size of a gnome. So, actually, what's your height again?
Here we go. I'm 2'10".
Okay, I think you're technically the size of a gnome. Let me double check here.
I'm pretty sure gnomes are actually taller.
Between 3 and 3.5 feet. So you're about a foot shorter than an average gnome.
Nice.
Cool. So, for you, I would say your armor you could classify some armor using, you can use armor centered around mostly for gnomes.
I feel like I already know this answer, but do you have any magic robes?
They have a set of magic boots that add +5 to movement speed.
Oh shit.
Looks at on feet. Would the magic in them be damaged if I were to cut out the soles, the bottoms?
Hold on.
The Dungeon Master is loading. Please wait.
Dungeon Master did not expect question. Dungeon Master needed second.
I swear to God,
I'm gonna
Nico.
say, due to the situation. I was messing around with my dice and I just rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Oh,
Perfect. Good. Thank you for wasting all your luck.
Bruh.
I was gonna say, Nico, whenever you have a Dungeon Master brain fart, we need the elevator music sound alert.
I'm just gonna play Phineas and Ferb, Bow Chicka Wow Wow. Just like,
yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Drifts off into uwu.
So currently with all the items for your party to repair, just a heads up, it will take at least a day.
Oh, okay.
I'll say it'll
But-
take him a day. He'll conscript his assistants to help with the large amount of stuff for Shay. And then Shay, for all of your current items,
Okay, I amended it because I didn't have all of that shit equipped. I just need the longbow and leather armor repaired.
okay, so it'll be about
Nice.
150
150.
to repair.
Okay, and then
Nice.
150. Shit, I could just buy new shit.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll sell him my broke shit, and then I'm just gonna buy new shit.
All the good
Um,
shit.
Each of the broke shit will be, if it's a weapon, it'll be 50 silver, or 1 silver. If it is a armor piece, it'll be 5 copper.
Okay. So I get like a grand total of like 15 silver. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, and then let me so leather armor and a long bow. Those are not expensive. Okay, so I guess the longbow is kind of expensive, but it's literally the same price to just get new shit. Fuck that. I'm just buying new stuff. Yes, I would
Okay.
like to buy 1 set of leather armor and 1 longbow, please.
All right. And then it's whatever the price is on Roll20. Or D&D Beyond, I mean.
Okay, yeah. So then that would be 10 for that, 50 for that, so it's 60 total.
Okay. Cool.
Sick.
Yeah. Cool. And then for Theodon, your question, the shoes will not work if you just completely remove the soles.
Does she know of a way to make them work if I remove the soles?
You would have to get a pair of sandals or have them enchanted by a mage.
Let me guess. The 3 curse lady.
Yes.
3, 3, 3, 3.
Can someone want to walk me to the 3 curse lady?
Is my robes patched up?
At the
Theodon, I'll
second,
walk over with
you've only just started. It's only been like 5 minutes at best. So you're just kind of smoking a
okay.
pipe and chilling.
Oh, okay.
I did my shit. I'll walk with Theodon over to the Curse of 3 because he doesn't want to be alone.
So I walk outside and all y'all are gone. I'm like, wait.
Like the fuck.
Okay.
And
You guys are dicks.
what the hell?
So I'm just gonna go look uncomfortable trying to stay away from people.
We're on our way. We're on our way.
I don't even remember where the hell that is.
We
Oh, wait, it's
represent
up here, right?
the Lollipop Guild.
God. It's the green building up to the north.
Ah, okay.
Oh shit! That's all the way across town. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Alright, I'm on Theodon.
it's on the
We're going.
other
Get you
side.
some magic shit.
It'll be
So-
fine.
So Hadi and Theodon, as you guys are walking over towards once again the Curse of 3 magic shop, you once again see the big ass sign, and you can see that there's a large like cardboard like post-it on the side of the store, and it just says, "Warning: objects may be subjected to Rule of 3 with or without consent."
With or
Oh.
without consent.
Then, oh. Well, good thing I got rid of my sword. Well. Oh god, I still have weapons that I don't have equipped. Oh.
Mm.
It's
fine.
fine. Alright, Theodon, let's get this over with.
So, you know, as you walk into once again, you walk over towards the Curse of 3 shop, and you can hear the sound of the witch walking around, and you can feel the vibrations of her just like dragging various objects, and your vision of tremor sense is kind of betraying. It's giving you a weird visual thing. I need you to roll a perception check to see if you can understand what it is you're seeing across the other side of the door.
Excuse me? Fuck. go. Perception.
Nice.
Nice.
For some reason, you can see the witch is dragging a body across the floor on the other side of the door.
What?
I'm scared now. You know what? I think we can wait for go somewhere else for magical items. Come on, Hadi, let's go.
As you're watching,
right.
you watch as this woman is like she drags the body and then immediately picks up by the shoulders and then just hoists it onto something, and the body is now standing upright and motionless.
Wait,
It's a mannequin.
is it a mannequin?
You don't know
I mean,
because it's
yeah, we
like
don't
it's
know. You have to
it's,
open up the
it's
shop.
shaped like a human, but it's not moving at all.
Wait, hey Hadi, are there any windows?
There are windows.
Yeah, there are some windows.
What is she dragging?
How do
Oof.
you kind of like blow your breath onto the window, scrub it with your hand, and you look into it, and the outside of the windows are very like tinted, and you can't really see anything on the inside, but you can hear the sound of just her muttering to herself as she's like talking to somebody.
Can I try and listen in on the conversation?
Sure, roll perception.
That's a 9. All right.
Okay. Unfortunately, through the eeriness of the wall and the sound of the festival behind you, you can't really make out the conversation.
Fair enough. So I'll just
So-
come back to Theodon. It's like she's just kind of muttering to herself. But I don't know what else is going on in there.
But everyone is literally saying she's the only person. Alright. Hadi, if we die, we die. Let's go.
If we die, we die.
All
Like, I
well,
just
I'll
don't
walk
give
into
any
Theodon
context.
then.
So, Hadi, as you open the door feels unnecessarily like stiff and stuck. And as you push it forward, you look down to where Theodon is, and you just see a dark red like paste streaking through the door as you open up the doorway.
Okay.
And
Don't like that.
and you see the room is full of various like smokes, having a little bit of trouble seeing for a moment, and you can smell a very foul odor.
Like a dead body type of odor.
It smells like rotten something. And as the smoke clears, you're kind of just like, what the hell? And you look, and across the room, you can see the witch is currently eating a sandwich.
What the fuck?
And the sandwich is dripping red paste. From what, upon further inspection, like looking at it more closely, she's eating a very runny peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh my
And
god.
there appears to be a broken jar of jelly at the foot of the door. When you opened the door, you smeared all of the jelly on the floor.
What the fuck was up with the body?
You can see, upon looking around, she had converted one of the display tables into a tea set, and she was having tea with a mannequin.
Oh, dear
okay,
God.
it was a mannequin.
And you, as you enter in, what? It was my break.
Okay, fair enough.
Is this
You need
Asheville?
to shop? Ad-lib, more or less, yeah.
Yes, I'm here to shop, I say, Theodon says as he walks in, unaware that there's jelly on the floor.
Unaware there's jelly on the floor.
Jelly.
As you are just watching and just seeing as everyone around you is just like standing, everyone like walking around, you can just see standing before you is the front of the shop, and as of right this moment, it is it's all those things are around you, and you approach the Witch of Three, and you can feel the magic around you as all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are duplicating to 3s.
Mm.
Of course.
I was just wondering, what does she do with all the extra food she isn't able to finish? She just throw it away.
DM my chat wants to know if it dances or if it moves when you look away from it.
It's just the Doctor Who shit, like.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The was it the Weeping Angels?
Weeping Angels.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Oh, those are some of the best
These
Doctor
random
Who
comments.
episodes.
Still traumatized.
My chat said, "Fuck no, I'm out."
I agree, chat.
Don't blink.
Oh
Bro,
shit.
Phaedon dies if he's by himself because he can't even see them.
Well, would they even affect you?
I was gonna say.
Because you're blind, you're not gonna like, because you technically. I don't really actually know what the condition is for bleeping angels to be blind people. But I saw a TikTok where Toph from Avatar was gonna fight a weeping angel, and it's like, wait, this is easy, and then Toph's like, snap. Anyhow, so yeah, you are currently at the Curse of 3 store, and she's currently slowly eating her peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you can feel the drips of the jelly dripping on a piece of linen cloth that she's using as a napkin.
Well, I'm here for a couple of things, ma'am. I was hoping you have them.
All right, my break is over then. What do
Sorry.
you want?
So I was wondering if you had any magic shoes that wouldn't hamper me in a sense. I need the bottoms to be able to be cut out so I can still feel the dirt.
I believe I have anklets that you can attach to yourself that would suffice. Granted, they will not have the protection of shoes, but they will at least provide some form of mystical ability to your feet.
Nice. And I was also wondering if you had any robes.
A great many robes. Do you wish to find robes that will enhance your survivability, or robes that will enhance your magic?
Why not both?
Very expensive, and I only make those with custom orders.
How expensive are we talking?
Depends on your request. Should you wish to have robes that could obtain the ability to boost your constitution, while also providing a boost in fire resistance, you may find anywhere from 800 to 1,000 gold pieces rather easily.
Jesus Christ.
But again, it depends entirely on the enchantment.
Do you have any robes that would allow me to disappear mid-battle? Kind of similar to how some rogues are able to just vanish.
A robe of invisibility?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, such a cloak is too rare to be left in my hands. A legendary artifact such as that would only be found in places like capital city auction houses, in the more mainland like Fairhaven. And needless to say, I don't think anyone in the city could afford such an item.
Darn. Okay, how about a robe that will allow me to get out of a sticky situation as quickly as possible? Survivability.
I have the ability to enhance a robe to give you the blessing of Misty Step once per day.
Ooh.
But
sense
it
of
would
butt.
it would take at least a couple hours for me to perform such an attunement, unless of course you have a robe already in your possession that you wish me to do that to.
Does the robe I'm wearing count?
I could make it work, yes.
Hey, hi, do you have a towel or something?
A towel?
Yeah.
Or like cloth that you can use?
Yeah, just throw on after I give her my robe.
I do.
I'll be taking that as he immediately takes his robe off.
One thing I will say I love about my Minoy Sanus is I have easy access to all my my dungeon master items, which is always lovely.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
Because Misty Step is a first level enchantment, or not enchantment, but first level spell, it will cost 200 gold pieces.
All right. How much would magical anklets, the anklets cost? What kind of anklets does she even have?
In this case, it would be once again kind of a more of a personal job. What is it that you wish the anklets to do?
I don't know. Is there any examples you can give me?
The anklets, if you so wish, I can allow them to give you an increasement in movement speed. In meta cases, you can get a anklet that can give you an additional 5 feet of movement speed. She can give you anklets that could give you temporary HP. She could give you anklets that can provide resistance to an element.
I wonder, does she have any anklets that can enhance my sight? Or not anklets?
Your
in particular.
size?
Sight.
Height. Not anklets. It would have to be a headgear.
That probably costs a little extra too. Well, how much would the anklets of speed cost? Anklets of speed.
With an anklet of speed, for a 5 feet movement speed, you'll be looking at around 300 gold pieces.
God damn, just for 5 extra feet?
Let me double check on that real quick. Here.
God damn, she charging an arm and a leg.
It's a recession.
It's a possession.
Apparently in this town it is.
Oh, fuck. Yep, nope, that is definitely that is not. I accidentally looked up a Pathfinder thing, I think, and it was Ring of Freedom of Movement. It is it has a value of 40,000 gold.
40,000 gold.
I was looking at, I was like, I believe that's wrong.
That sounds wrong.
Level 20s have that much.
Right?
Not these level 6s.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to read up on. I just need to read on this particular magic item that this can be similar to. The biggest thing is I have to just make sure that it's not ridiculous, because there is the boots of winged speed or winged things, so it's uncommon. Why can't they just put fucking prices on their items?
That's
Yeah.
true.
I just want just give me standard aspect. Okay, so an uncommon magic item is at least 500 gold. So, yeah. So so she puts a base price of 300. You are of course allowed to haggle. Haggling is always allowed.
250.
Roll persuasion.
Where's my persuasion? Come on, baby.
Not bad.
Let's see what she says. Okay. She looks to you. I would accept 250 with the sake of you purchasing the other item.
Yeah, of course I'll purchase the. She's talking about the robes, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'll purchase the anklets with the robes.
How's about this then? If you were to buy the anklets and the robes, I will cut you a special deal of 350 gold. The anklets will require attunement, but the robe will be you wear as you wish.
You just hear somebody off to the side. Ow!
Yeah, I'll buy it. Yeah, I'll do that. 350.
Okay. So you spend 350 gold. You obtain boots that give you an anklet that gives you a +5 to your movement speed. And then robes of what do we say the robes were?
We're a Misty Step.
That's right. Yeah, so a robe of Misty Step, which does not require attunement, but the anklets do.
Boots of speed. Da, 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 da,
Cool.
da, da, da.
So with your robes being enchanted, it will take her at least a few hours to properly enchant it. You can come back towards the evening or pick it up in the morning.
I'll
Oh.
probably come back later.
God, Theodon's gonna get the zoomies like Sheldon after a cup of coffee. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I know the episode you're talking about.
Zoom, 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 zoom. I'm gonna go zoom.
We got the zoomies.
Okay. Anything else?
What was that headgear she was talking about? I'm actually interested.
She would be able, if it's anything involving the enhancement of sight, it would have to be like a helmet or at the very minimum, like some monocles or glasses. Because you don't have eyes, there wouldn't be anything to enhance.
Darn. She got anything for tremor sense?
Discrimination.
Does not.
Yeah, how did I'm just kidding. No. Well,
Sorry,
like I
I'm in
said,
a rare form tonight.
but yeah, that'll
Okay.
be all.
Cool.
We'll come back for my ropes later.
All right. And I need Theodon, roll me a D100 plus your Arcana.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
okay. What's my Arcana? So, plus my Arcana. So my Arcana is +7, right?
Yeah.
D100 plus 7.
Go. Oh. Ha.
Oh,
15.
okay.
Damn.
So in your case, nothing happens.
What do you mean nothing happened?
Nothing happens.
I'm scared of what could have just happened to me. Was I gonna die?
Nothing happens. just remember, nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened.
Nothing
Oh, are
happened.
you talking about the 3?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
happens. Okay. Dang it, I could have had 3 more. Son of a bitch. The one time I cursed my luck.
Right. Okay, so you walk out. Ying, after chilling out for about roughly an hour, you have some small talk with the seamstress, talking about your favorite brands of elvish weed, how the gnome across the street's a total dick, and just just basic qualities of life. You finish your day off with a nicely patched robe and a pretty nice little calm opportunity. With this Ying, you obtained yourself a point of inspiration. So
Ooh.
one-time use whenever you wish. You can choose to have advantage on a roll.
Nice. Let's go. Very good. Right then. Thank you for all your labors, ma'am. I must go find the rest of my group now. Lovely to meet you, though.
And to you as well, sir. Blessed be your journey.
And to you. God, you're fine. All right. Have a good day. I'm gonna go over check on Shay, because last I knew Shay was at the smith.
Okay. So you and Shay are currently just chilling at the blacksmith, as the blacksmith is currently working on all of the various items that the party has dropped off.
All right, Shay, you all right then?
Yeah, there's just a lot of people.
Right. Well, at least it's quiet in here. How's Captain Douche Canoe?
God.
Captain Douche, you know?
You get a chuckle out of her. She gives a little chuckle. Honestly, I don't know. I've been outside most of the time.
It's funny.
Got some new armor out of him though. That's
Nice.
I have put on my nice new armor, and I have a new bow. It's like, Who's charging like double this to repair it? It's stupid.
Communism. Well, it looks good on you though.
Thank you.
Where is did we lose someone? No, I'm sorry. Meta Rumor's character down at the bottom threw me off.
Yeah, Rumor and Gilroy will be out for
They're
the
just
day.
gotcha.
They're off doing their own shit.
Right on. I guess. Well, should we go try to find Theodon then and Hottie?
Yeah, I have no idea where they are.
These crowds suck. How is Shay a normal sized individual, or are they tiny, or what?
He
What?
is 5'4".
5'4". All right. Well, we can make our way through the crowds. If you want to grab a hold of part of my robe here so you don't get pushed away, I can probably clear a path.
I'll be right behind you.
Hey, goodness.
All right. So as the two of you are walking through the bridge, getting up to the northern end of the city, the crowds get a little bit harder to push through, as you can see what appears to be a commencement or a speech happening from the nearby the seat of government in the very center of the city, and you can see the archdruidess. Oh, get you over here. You gone from me. No, my notes. How dare you?
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Alavana. You can see the archdruidess, Alavana Shek. She's currently standing apart the front of the city and getting ready to address the people. You guys can choose to, of course, stay in the city, or if you guys want, you can go straight through the crowd to head up to the north to meet your party.
Well, we don't know where they are, so.
Right. Say, what in the bloody hell is this? I think we're about to get a speech.
Probably not. Politicians. I don't know. I've met this lady. I really don't care.
Right. Can I hear? Do I need to roll a perception to see if I pick up on any of? Has she started speaking yet?
Her voice would be loud enough that it would be really hard for you to miss it, unless you were trying not to listen.
I got you.
But
Do I need to roll if I catch anything that like would trigger Ying's senses or his curiosities?
no.
Okay.
So as you kind of are walking through the crowd, you begin to hear, my fellow people and purveyors of Lord Galen, today is a momentous day. With the help of many people, both in the light and in the shadows, we have found ourselves blessed to once again be reclaimed of our forest lands. Upon the absolution of one of the Dimaluxan logging facilities, as you hear them say, the crowd, boo, boo, just like complete disdain. And for you, Ying, these people are just hatred of the name Dimaluxan. For you, as far as you've been able to understand with your travels, the Dimaluxan Corporation is basically the largest conglomerate of wealth and influence in the entirety of the continent. They
Okay.
have various types of factories and sectors based on colonization, weaponization, and forestry. As far as you know, this sector of the continent has been mostly held to the colonization sector and basically mass traveling and mass colonization of uninhabited lands.
So it's Disney. Got it. All right.
Pretty much, it's Disneyland. It's Walt Disney.
Gotcha.
Who wants to be a streaming service? Twitch Plus. No. So you watch as she once again just keeps on speaking. We faced a very, very deadly curse for a long time. The flames made by the spawn of Travala affected us so. Many of our beaches were torn asunder, and a mass chaotic spread of useless lumber trees quickly infested our beaches. But with the help of many people, including those of of the Team Hydra. You can hear her very faintly. Dumb name. She speaks out. We have been able to finally remove its influence from this forest. And as my druids have been able to inform of me, the beachhead leading to the Lord Kalen Castle shows signs of recession of the useless lumber outbreak. Meaning, if given proper exposure and proper usage of force, our beaches and our right to Lord Kalen Castle will be restored promptly. And you watch as the people are all just like, yeah. And Shay, you, as you're kind of like watching to the air, you watch as there's a crow kind of very lightly lands on its feathers on your shoulder, and you can see this bird appears to be like a forest rendition of a crow, dark green feathers, wood kind of outline for its eyes, and like blueberry eyeballs. And you can see the crow has a small letter attached to your chest, or to its chest. My apologies.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
So I'm not gonna shoo it off. I'm just gonna audibly I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. And I'm going to is it tied on?
It is tied on, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna untie it, and unfurl the little note. I'm gonna look around, make sure nobody's looking at me, and I'm gonna unfurl it.
Okay. As you unfurl the note, you very lightly just reveal it, and it appears to be a parchment that is written in Elvish. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Not Elvish. Druid. God, what the hell is the language I'm thinking of?
Draconic?
Sylvan?
Sylvan?
Yes, Sylvan. Thank you.
Sylvan.
Haha, I read that.
Yes. So as you can see your the letter, it just simply states to Hadi and Party. Should this letter find you, I am in need of your aid one more time. The time that you have been gone has caused a great many degrees of unrest and problematic situations. If you are able, you are to meet me in the Erdtree Inn at midnight on the 6th level.
Oh, this is from her.
Hmm.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna grab Ying's robes, and I'm just gonna start dragging. I'm like, we need to go now.
All right then, let's go.
I'm gonna drag him through the crowd, and I'm gonna search all the places that we know in this town. Eventually, I will come across the three witch, cursed, whatever. I'm sure I'll come across that eventually. I just don't know how long.
So after about like 10-15 minutes of just like walking around and trying to like get your ass moving, you find Hadi and Theodan are kind of just like sitting just outside, as they appear to have been getting free elvish candy from simply walking around the area. Theodan
Nice.
having some candy corn, and Hadi eating what appears to be a bowl of maple syrup and roasted acorns.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Nice.
sorry, but I refuse to allow my character to eat candy corn.
Sure. Are you one of those guys where candy corn's ass?
Yes, I am one of those
Wow.
guys.
Oh,
Wow.
Which,
It
I
just
mean,
does it taste? It's just blah.
listen, I get the
Fine.
candy itself is kind of that, but let's be real, the candy corn milkshake, bruh, bruh,
never had that actually.
bruh.
Never had it either.
Okay, what would you like? What kind of candy would Theodan think you would eat?
Peppers.
Just candy, sir.
I know what I said.
Or what about like mango slices with chorizo or
This is-
Tahim?
yeah.
I think it's
Surely
tahim.
they have lemon drops.
bro, this is a forest, not God.
Not a capital city.
Okay, fine. You're gonna be eating. You're gonna be having freaking candied berries. How's that?
That's alright. I thought you guys were gonna make a reference to Harry Potter.
I want my kid to
Chocolate
eat
frogs.
chocolate frogs.
Chocolate frogs.
God.
Surely elven people have chocolate frog. Wait, no, actually. Thinking about it now. They probably wouldn't do that, would they?
Only in the edibles, mate.
Only in the
Only in the edibles. Anyway, so Theodon, you're eating candied berries. Hottie's eating candied acorns,
Acorn.
basically.
Yeah,
So-
fine with me.
So
Okay.
you go around as you see
you
the two
see
of them
this
eating and things.
Fucking this 5'4" woman just dragging this 7-foot elf by the robes. Just charging around looking for you guys. She spots you and this just charges right over. Has the raven left my shoulder?
The raven, as you kind of like when you unplucked the letter and you read it, the raven kind of like dismantled itself and just fluttered on back to the ground.
Okay, so it left. Okay, so I have this parchment in my hand as I come up to you, and I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna show it to you, not probably realizing that only one of you can actually read. So there's that.
I only know 2 languages, brother.
Yeah, I know, but she probably doesn't know that at this point in time. It just looks like fucking scribbles to you, but I'm gonna unroll the parchment and be like, we've been summoned.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
what does
still
it
waiting
say?
on
I
my
can't
robe.
read this language.
Oh, sorry.
Being I can read it, I'm like, what was up with the pretty bird? I see a note. What is happening? You done dragged me through the city like a dog.
I'm sorry, it's important.
Well, who is
What's
summoned?
her name? I forgot her name. Hold on.
Check.
Avalana.
Check. Avalana. Check. Lady Shek has summoned us.
Lady
Where?
Shek.
That's the person who we just saw giving a speech.
Lady Shek. Ah. All right. And what we doing here then?
Because I need. Because it. Can you read this?
Aye.
Then you know why.
Well, you haven't shown it to me yet. Well, hand it to
I'm
me. You
showing
gotta.
it to you now.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
hand
have
it
to-
to you now.
I have to reach down. Hang on.
Oh shit, she's hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no,
the
she-
hottie, like,
Oh, no,
said,
she's
I can't read
hot.
this language. She immediately handed it back.
Ying reads it and hands it back. Right then. I'm in.
We need to get the other two. Do you guys have any idea where they went?
Oh, they're probably at the end.
Yeah, that's my best bet.
Okay. Well, I guess we have time, but
I assume, I assume that they also got their gear and stuff repaired. It just went to the end.
Yes. For meta purposes, with Rumor and Gilroy having just gone through so much bullshit, they kind of like they kind of like went and got their gear fixed, and to wait patiently, they went to get a drink at the inn and get themselves a better salad.
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 okay. Then I'm like, okay, then let's go to the inn.
Oh wait, I need to go get my robe first. It should be done by now.
No, it's only
Oh,
been
no.
like 30 minutes.
I was about to say, mate, why are you almost naked, little lizard?
Oh, you know, I'm just getting my robe enchanted.
Just let it fly, mate. It's nice. Sometimes I don't wear nothing under my robe either.
Mhm.
Right there, nothing
Alright.
literally doggling around here. Oh, lead the way.
Yeah, I guess I can go like this. I could just write it off as me not knowing what I'm wearing.
We have time. It says meet her at midnight.
Oh, overall.
Okay.
Also, meta.
I think we have to rush.
I can just see Theodon being like the Scranton flasher from The Office in his little cloth.
I just imagine like Theodon is just like wearing a shirt that's like way too long. So like when he raises his hands up, it's just like two long slacking piece of cloth, and he's just like dragging like an extra foot of like just straight cloth. Like, wait.
Love it.
Okay, so at the current moment in time, it is about 11 a.m. right now. So you have about the next 12 hours to either rest up, get your shopping done, or at least set things up in order to attend the meeting with the high shaman,
Archdruid.
archdruid, lady shaman, queen, king, the third.
Yes.
Insert meme here.
Right.
What meme are you thinking of?
I mean, my longsword's gonna be ready in like a while, right?
By tomorrow, all your equipment will be set up.
I don't need to do anything then.
Right then, is anyone hungry? I say we find somewhere good to eat.
I could go for a steak.
Theodon, yes.
Been playing for a while.
What's up, Pixie? How are you, darling? Right. So Nico, where in this beautiful city would be a dining / ale house where we can all?
Isn't it over here?
Yes, that is one of the locations. Otherwise, the hotel / inn that you're trying to meet the archer that will be located in the upper left-hand side, where it's like little like mangled section is.
What time did you say to meet again? Like midnight or something?
Midnight.
All right.
Correct.
Alright, we can go
Oth-
back to the squirrel place. I like
Yeah.
the squirrel.
Otherwise, in here you have the kind of like the taverns, the eateries, and all that sort of thing. So
Right then. I guess let's head down and get ourselves a bite and a pint then. Yeah.
See.
On my way.
okay. Change the music with some little market ambience here to kind of put some extra bits. All right. Perfect. So as you guys are finally making your way around and you make your way into like the eatery area, this place is riddled from left to right with shop vendors, cooking spigots, people selling soups, salads, roasted fish, all
Ooh.
sorts of various types of food available. And you walk into the entrance area, and the entrance provides you where you can either do one of two things. Either one, you can pay for everything. You can do a all-you-can-eat style food for 15 gold, where for the rest of the day you can eat and drink as much as you can hold down and muster. But the moment that you vomit and or pass out, you are kicked out from the venue for the rest of the day. Or you can simply buy as you obtain.
I as I obtain.
Okay. Yeah, otherwise, if you want to go balls to the walls, like consume the world, go $15 a la carte.
I'm just gonna buy as I try, you know. It's like, because like Ying doesn't sleep, but the man loves to eat. So,
Yeah.
and oh, do they serve high elf sized mugs of beer, or is it I'm gonna be throwing away $1 here and there for normal size? Taking sips.
You may be a high elf, but you're not a giant. But they have like normal tankards that can feed the masses.
Nice. Right then, I'm gonna get me a tankard, and I'm gonna have me 6 grilled flounders.
All right. 6 grilled flounders at so it'll be 12 silver for the grilled flounders. And in terms of ale, they have some spiced ale, they have some mead, and they have a kind of a berry wine from the local forest.
Mead, please.
Okay. So it will be 1 gold and 12 silver. So after about like 5 minutes or so, you just are given a giant plate with 12 flounders, just all stacked on top of each other like a giant pancake, basically.
Oh, yes.
And drizzled with olive oil, and they have what appears to be a large piece of like rosemary and mint, kind of like sprinkled on top of the thing for like a garnish.
Yes.
And you're also given a small wooden bowl of butter.
Yes. Much obliged, Jane. I'm going to sit down and I'll see y'all at the table.
Righto.
What type of fish do they have?
They have flounder, they have salmon, they have large trout, and they have catfish.
Little Mermaid.
I'll do 3 salmon, 1 catfish, and a tankard of. You said they had an ale, right?
Correct.
I'll do a tankard of the ale.
All right, so that's 1 gold for the ale and 8 silver for the fish.
All right, pay it.
Okay, you do that.
Do they have not fish?
Yes, they have they have deer, they have rabbit, they have chickens and cows or beef.
Okay. I'll go for some deer. That reminds me of home.
I do love venison.
Okay. Yeah, so they have venison steaks for 1 gold, and then the tankards are also 1 gold.
Okay.
I need their spiciest food imaginable.
Okay, a nice venison steak, rare, and a nice tankard of ale.
Okay, you spend 2 gold on your food, and then Theodon, you look around you ask around, and there is a tiefling from the Fire Realm who is offering a 7 alarm tiefling chili.
Like, interesting. I'll take some.
Okay. So you look at it, and you can just smell an insane amount of spices. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw from the smell.
Ooh.
DC is going to be a 12. Okay. So just the smell, Theodon, just hits you in the nose and causes you to like have an itchy nose, and you can feel like a slight pepper burn into your nostrils, and it's just causing your nose to start to run and sneeze every so often. But you still have the 7 alarm chili in your hands.
Perfect. All those hot peppers I've been eating as a snack has prepared me for this moment.
I sure as hell hope so.
I take 1 spoonful and eat it.
In a cartoon world, you would scoop it, the spoon would just be burned off. It's like there is no spoon, it's just chili. Okay, roll yourself a Constitution saving throw, and the DC is going to be a 19.
Goddamn.
Nat 1!
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Theodon, you take a bite of this chili, and you can't even swallow it. It touches your mouth, and your whole body just gets like if you know, you guys know that feeling like when your arm falls asleep and it's all like staticky all over your body.
Yeah.
Your entire from your jaw down is just nothing but just staticky like tingle feeling, And for those who are like watching him with his pins and needles, his whole lower half of his body is now a tint of red. And Theodon, you just feel your body just super hot, on fire, like not a good time, but it's hot.
I use control flames on myself.
It's not a flame.
Damn
Ooh.
it.
It's metaphorical, not physical.
Do we all see this happening?
Yes, you can see Theodon is physically in distress. His tongue is thrown out. You can just for those of you who are like, if you are next to him, you can just see the bowl has barely any like loss. Like he took like half a spoonful and then just gone. Just can't do it.
Right, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand. Oi, waitress, we need a tankard of milk from a mate. He's burning.
Don't you fucking dare get me
Don't you
milk.
fucking dare.
I'm gonna start shoveling into my mouth.
Wait, you're gonna shovel more of it?
I'm shoveling it all.
Okay,
What?
roll a conscious and saving throw, and you're gonna take a D4 of damage every time you fail.
Oh.
Because it's a
Alright
full bowl, you're gonna make 8. You're gonna make 8 rolls.
2, 3, 4.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
The last one, bro. You rolled 3 nat ones in this.
Oh
whole
my
fucking
God.
thing.
Worf.
I can't even.
Worf. I failed what, 7 rolls?
Hey, so how'd your character die? Chili.
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 Chili!
You said D4, right?
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. The nat. So you're gonna take 22 points of damage. Oh my god, why are they all Nax rolls too? Fuck.
Oh my.
Jesus!
All right, Theodon, you
Oh,
have passed
man.
out.
What doesn't kill... Before I pass out, I'm just gonna say what doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
So, every one of you,
Stronger, bud.
what you're physically seeing at this moment in time is Theodon is holding on to this chili. He looks at Ying, don't you fucking dare give me milk. And he just breathes and she's, glug, glug, glug. And you can see that every nat 1 is where he shakes a little more insanely and he just dry heaves, but he's not able
Oh.
to vomit the chili. And he just takes a deep breath. And the third and final one, you can see that he falls out of his chair, but he's barely able to hold on to the chili. At this point, he's shaking to the point where the chili can barely stay in the bowl. And
Oh.
he goes over, like towards the end, he looks to a waitress and says, "Give me the chili." And he hands off the chili bowl to a waitress as she's just like terrified at this scene as she's just like waterfalling this chili into this poor kobold's face. And Theodon laying flat on the ground, back out, holding his spoon. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And just passes out, spoon in hand, with a big smile on his face, but also insanely inflamed and red cheeks. Congratulations,
All
Theodon.
right.
You have 8 7-alarm chili. God damn.
And I have 10 HP left to spare.
She's
Oh
fucking.
my god! That
I'm gonna
literally almost killed you.
Could you imagine like Jordan and Scoop come back? All right, go ahead. Theodon died. What?
What did he die to? Fucking
Chili.
chili.
Chili. Ying's gonna bend down and pick Theodon up off the floor and put him on the table using my roll as a pillow. There you go, mate. Little engine that could, eh?
I've never seen seen anything like that in my life.
You're welcome.
I haven't either.
No, that was Shay. That was Shay.
That was also Hottie, so.
Okay.
Uh,
How is the ale? Is it good?
I don't know. I got the mead.
If you-
With you and Ying for the past 5 minutes.
The ale just is perfectly fine. Normal ale, just fine. Like, you didn't order anything over the top. Like, unless you down it like insanely fast, then you can roll a con save for drunkenness. But other than that, it's just normal ale if you drink it.
No, I was just like wondering, is it like good ale? Is it bad?
Is it hot? Oh, so you're wondering if it's
He's
like
asking if it's, like,
light or
force light.
hoppy?
Yeah,
Ew,
is it like
no.
quality, or is it just kind of like meh?
Very fresh. From what you can taste, it's very fresh, as if it was like brewed and distilled right here in this very forest. You can taste all
Okay.
the herbs, the ingredients. The ale is definitely from this region.
Okay, so we're not
Okay.
drinking like water, basically, which is what Coors Light is.
Yes.
Right, that's what I was about to say. I was about to be like, oh man, sorry.
This is Bud Light.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Bud Light has officially been crowned like the quote unquote better like American-based beer I saw like on the internet recently. It's like some bullshit thing. It's like there's no way no one likes Bud Light.
You know, actually, Modelo overtook them. Which I'm
That's
like,
what-
how the hell is
Hey.
that possible?
It's Modelo time. I love Modelo.
That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a swig of my ale and she fuck it, sure. She looks like she was gonna ask a question and then she just sort of shuts up and then I wonder what Lady Shek has to say to us. This says something about things have gone to shit, but I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, just from what I've seen so far. I mean, how could it get much worse?
I mean, it could get a lot worse.
No.
It's a lot worse.
It's all about perspective, mate. We can have fun with it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Once my little firecracker here on the table gets back to normal.
Firecracker.
Sorry, no, that's the mead talking there. That's the mead.
No, that's his nickname from now on.
No, that's a great name. He's the one who blew us up. It's a great name.
Yeah, Firecracker. I'm not gonna call him Pyromaniac anymore.
Right. Anger while unconscious.
I can just see him shakily flipping me the bird, like barely able to raise his hand.
I just hear
That's
Cartman
really
from
nice.
South Park. Fuck you, Cal.
You 50 cat.
That's 3 times we forgot Theo was blind now. So I think we're at 27. I don't even know what we're at anymore.
An amount. Anyhow, so at this moment in time, you guys have had your food. At this point, I would say it's maybe like 6 or 7 o'clock with just you guys like kind of vibing in the arena area, drinking and eating and chatting. You guys can take another long rest worth of stuff if you'd like. Otherwise, we just fast forward to the meeting.
I don't really have to do anything.
I vote fast forward.
Yeah, we can fast forward.
Okay. So you guys spend the rest of the evening drinking and eating, chatting and walking around the festival. From what you can see, the festival is just celebrating a moment of peace within the city and the leaving of the Dimaluxton Foundation's logging facility. Every so often, you kind of see the occasional person who shows a bit of not too excitingness about that, as the logging company was a source of income for a lot of people, but that's how it goes. You head over to the inn once again, talking to the head of the front desk, who happens to be a talking squirrel, and he welcomes you and explaining to here guys, give me 1 second. My dog's losing his fucking mind. I gotta double check something. I think there's someone at my house.
All good. I got a little firecracker in my pocket.
Surprise, he's a dick. All right, anyway. So you once again meet and see the talking squirrel manager, and he informs I believe it was Theodon, that the divorce hearing of the squirrel family next door to you was resolved.
Oh.
All
As a
37
player-
all 37 children have been successfully given proper custody to each of the squirrel parents.
Nice. Hooray. Codename the Squirrel Nut Kids.
The nutty kids. But you go down to the 6th floor, and the 6th floor appears to only have one large room at the end of the hallway. It's currently about a few minutes left until the official start time of the meeting.
I'm just gonna kind of twiddle my thumbs, like I don't know what she wants with us.
That's why we'll find out together.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright.
shit. There's that music.
I'm about to
Yeah,
lock
that
my
sounds
dog up in a
weird.
different room. So as you guys are waiting, and you just feel the dreariness of the room itself, you wait for a few moments, and it officially hits midnight, and you see, as you can hear the sound of all the people getting ready to go to bed, candles being blown out, some occasional sounds of the night, and you hear as footsteps walking down from across the hall with the door being shut. You're waiting ever so slightly in this like large conference room, and soon approaches the figure on the other side of the door as they slowly open it. A hooded figure revealing themselves to be the Archdruid, who for Ying has never seen. The Archdruid stands at about a 5'7" size to her build, dark brown tan skin, and her armor is kind of a customized version of leather and wood to adorn her body, and various thorn-like belts across her hip and parts of her body, and holding on to her what appears to be a very strong magical presence within her pike, which appears to have a bright green jade on the very bottom of the pike. And she just looks around the room, seeing as everybody in the party, including Rumor and Gilry for meta purposes, you can see that she begins to look around to the area, looks behind everyone, and you watch as she writes a rune on the wall. Ying, go ahead and roll Arcana, please.
On a check to stand by.
I'll say with advantage too.
With advantage, 15.
Nice. She is casting the rune of silence, basically making this room no
Soundproof.
one can hear anything from outside.
Gotcha. Alright, mates.
Um,
Do I need to tell the party this, or do I just need to keep it to myself and just, just make a nod?
That's up to you, really.
Yeah.
Yep, your choice.
Alright, mates. Pretty much the room has been soundproofed with magic. Just keep
Good.
your head on a swivel.
I feel like she's about to kick our asses. I'm gonna put my hand on one of my swords.
You best put your hand off your blade there, Shay. Trust me, it doesn't matter how big the room is. you are already in my arena if we had to ever cross swords. So do yourself the embarrassment and take your hands off your blade.
And very slowly take it back.
You know, for someone who requested our assistance, not quite welcoming, are you?
Forgive me if I'm... Wait. Oh, you're a new one. You must have been that one person who was hanging around with the old crone down in the deeper end of the woods. Marion, I believe her name was?
Crap metal, what was her name?
That was right.
That was her
I
name,
think
yes.
that was her name.
Oh, you did? Okay. Gotcha. Alright, sorry. Not to be disrespectful, even though you're being quite disrespectful yourself, mate. But we're here because you asked us to be here. We don't have to be here. I don't know you. You don't know me. But I heard the
And I'm
call.
okay with that. Perfect. And you, thankfully, answered my request, and I do thank you for that. My apologies if I'm being more apprehensive than I should be. You must understand, Mr. What is your name?
Ying Zelocent of the
Mr.
Divination University.
Another university student. Lovely. Mr. Ying, if you must know of my
Or order, I'm
apprehensiveness,
sorry.
it is more so... It's not necessarily of my disrespect, it's more so of my minor frustration. Firstly, I would like to make three things perfectly clear. Firstly, I do indeed have your rune stones as I initially had promised. Number two, I know that the item that we discussed was thoroughly destroyed. However, this brings about to my main point that I wish to make perfectly clear. I do not know what possessed you. I do not know what events led to this catastrophic mishap. But I know that the spawn of Trevala, the thing that destroyed a great many of my forest, came from a direct correlation of the battle and area that you all entered in from. And however, I would not have been able to get any proper information from the Dimaluxan people. I would be oh so happy, and you can hear the tension in her voice. I'd be oh so happy as to know why an explosion led to the release of a monster, assuming that you remember why I sent you there.
I don't remember this thing being released. Correct?
Is
Correct.
Theodon still knocked
I
out?
thought it was Theodon and Rumor are the only ones that know.
That is correct. So, Theodon, for meta purposes, you'll be the only one who'll be able to speak up on this matter. For Shay and Hadi, you are both unfortunately unconscious from the explosion.
Yep.
I was asking, am I still unconscious from the chili, or am I here?
I would say you're conscious at this point. You just have like you can still like feel the burning in your mouth. So you're very much conscious.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I can answer that one, as Theodon raises his hand. Like he's in school.
Well then, come on, Kobold, enlighten me.
Yeah, the factory that I blew up with permission. Apparently they were using the treant, I guess, because as soon as the factory went kaboom, I had enough left of me to not fall, and the thing came out of one of the vents.
So you're saying they were holding that creature?
Yep.
Bastard.
Would I be able to put it together now that I know that the treant was there, that this is how they were doing all the fucking drugs and shit?
Yes.
Okay. Holding isn't the right word. More like using.
Ying's eyes get really big because that explosion, Ying sensed that, and that's what led him to the group originally. Yeah. Boy, you mean the explosion right before we met, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
It's funny how things work out, really, because I saw her. I know her face. When that explosion went off, I sensed it, and that's what led me to you lot. I saw her eyes. You mind to bloody tell me what the hell's really going on here, ma'am?
I can provide you a little sense of understanding. See, due to diplomatic relations, I am unable to do anything physically towards the Demeluxan Foundation. Because if I were to raise a hand, it would be deemed as a diplomatic situation involving one of the largest conglomerates in our continent versus a small island of druids. And in many cases, my hands have been tied for a very long time. Trust me, should the need ever have arisen, I would have been more than happy to cascade them in a realm of fire that would damn near, oh, what's the words for dramatic effect here? I would basically recreate the realm of fire within that small land if I'd also had the right to do so.
There's something you should know. I'm sorry I cut you off, but Shay
good.
actually cuts her off because
Perfect.
lowish charisma.
Yep.
There's something you should know.
What then?
They were working with vampires, and she, I don't know. You can see she's white knuckling it, when talking about vampires, but they were using Travala to make those vampiric drugs that were plaguing the people.
The red sand, I assume.
Yes, there were two more.
Explain to me then, what did these two look like, these people?
Oh, I was there are two more drugs. Is what
two more
you're
drugs.
referring to.
Gotcha.
Sorry, not people. There was a green sand and a blue sand too. But yes, the red sand was the most used.
See. We have been getting reports from, at least within during the usage of the heroes that stopped by during the issue with Travala, that they had discovered some evidence of the drug issues happening on the main island. However, up until the death of Travala, they did not have a necessity to enter into the main production areas. When after Travala was slain, I implored them to finish the job. They took the money and simply said they had other important tasks to deal with, claiming that we, as a people, would be able to deal with it ourselves, which is not wrong, but there's too many unknowns and it would take too long to muster up the proper forces. The reason I called you here is to mainly get answers, but to also have someone, at the very least, confirm suspicions about the over the seas area on the main island of Lorcalen.
Much love, Chad. I hope you get to go home soon, too. Thank you for watching so much YouTube
But
on Kick.
before I do forget myself, seeing as a deal's a deal, and I am honorable in that regard, she kind of pulls her hand kind of like in a large circle, showing forth like some kind of like a seated like a ball of roots that come out from the ceiling and kind of come out into her hand. She holds in her hand the sealing case that has all of the original crystals that you guys were able to steal / persuade from Pixis. As per agreement, you did technically, she kind of rolls her eyes saying that you did technically remove the logging company, although it did bring forth a bit more disaster than I would have cared for. That took care of itself over time. I don't know where you were, and I do not care. As I said, this case is yours. Your debt to me and my city are at the very least paid. You can do as you wish. However, if you're interested in the ways of mercenary work, there is more to be done. So, I come to you knowing this simple fact. You may take your rune stones and travel about as you wish to try to find the proper ones and find more and go about your merry way as most mercenaries do. Or you can continue to stay here in my city and continue on with your work. I care not either or. Now that the political crutch has been removed, my people can do more forward involvement with the main island.
We'll probably have to come back to you on that.
Yes.
They will. Shay works up the courage. It takes her a little bit to say it. Do you have any leads on the vampires?
Admittedly, I've been trying to keep that situation under wraps. We have been getting reports of vampiric attacks across nearby villages along the coastal line to the north end of the island. There may very well be an insurgent or a master vampire located on Castle Lorcaelan, or at least within the island that occupies it. And there's been issues there. With as you are right now, you are all very much without proper information. Massive vampires are by all means not something as simple as put a silver stake in their heart and go about your day. It requires a lot of training and a lot of commitment to take on such a hunt. And all of you, I'd be very surprised if you would be able to even scratch one.
Right now, maybe. I've been training my entire life.
The situation is as it is. I'll leave. Just know this. From here on, you will not utter the word vampire. You will not speak of it. Everything that is within this room was never spoken otherwise. Should you come with your decision, whether to stay or whether to go about your own merry way, simply come to the seat of government, come the morning, and tell me of your decision, and you may go as you wish. There will be no ill will of whatever your decision may be. She pops up her hood, kind of gives you all a very brief bow, and walks out of the door and dispels the rune of silence as she exited it. Now, as of currently at this moment, Shay, in your hands, you find in your hands you now have the case belonging to Mephisto of each of the travel rune crystals that were originally stolen from him all that time ago. At this moment in time, your quest to reobtain the crystals has been achieved. You simply need to return them to Mephisto, located back on the main island.
Okay. Well, I will later, because they're not here right now, but I will try to convince Gilry and Rumor to ask him to come get it. Come get them. I have vampires to hunt.
Now let's make sure we don't open the box, guys. We know what happened last time.
Yeah, you blew up the place.
No, there's something worse.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Something worse happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in my pack, and I ain't gonna let nobody touch it.
Okay.
Yep, good idea.
Times like this where I'm glad I'm blind. So if I get kidnapped and they ask me what all did I see, I can say I've seen nothing.
I've seen nothing.
Knee slap. Gosh, Mickey.
No, don't do that.
Gosh, Mickey.
Goofy dog makes me die.
Oh, God.
Why was that an echo? Oh, that's the music. God damn it. Fucking laugh echo.
Gosh, Mickey, we need to walk out the door.
Do we still have?
God.
I guess we don't. I'm gonna go to the. I mean, at this point, it's like it's fucking late as shit, 1 in the morning, whatever it is.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ask if the squirrel has any extra rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Go down and just like knock on the desk. Like, you got any rooms? Vacancies?
Fair amount, yes. Due to the festival, we have a discount on rooms for 2 gold pieces.
Right then.
How many do we need? That's
Yeah, I'll get a room for 2 gold.
Don't worry about it, mates. I'll cover this round. Charge me the lot.
All right then. There'll be 2 rooms, so 4 gold total. Unless you all wish to have your own separate rooms.
I'll. I won't say anything. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is going and sleeping on a branch. If there are any branches that are like outside of the window of the room, because it's a giant tree, right?
Yeah, there's trees everywhere. There's plenty of branches for you to find and chill at.
Yeah. So whoever I'm bunking with, I'm going to be on the branch because it's my happiest place.
Heck yeah.
Right then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up
So-
and meditate, mates. If you shall need me, I'll have my eyes open.
All right. So all of you gather your personal belongings. Ying covers the rooms that are being used, and you all take one long rest to think about your decision, and you all sleep.
Yay.
Okay. Now, meta
Right.
cases in this situation. So, meta, you have officially completed the quest that was given to you by the Archdruid, and you have in your possession now your main quest line that officially started the whole campaign. Now, for meta purposes, we can wait until next week to allow some in Discord voting to kind of like RP and talk about it in Discord of what you guys wish to proceed, because right now there are really a lot of ways you can go about this.
I'd
You
say
can
that's the
choose
fair
to-
option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
right now, it's gonna come down to whether you want to go back to Mephisto, turn your things in, and then kind of officially begin a new quest line altogether, or you work with Mephisto and then do this quest line on the island.
Right.
Yeah, I say
So-
the
Yeah.
Discord voting is.
Yeah, that's
fair
the
option.
that's the fair option to be respectful to the rest of our group.
Oh yeah. So guys, good luck, good job, and Theodon did not die to chili. That's positive. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If I had
My-
a nickel for every time my character almost died to something weird, I'd have to.
Oh yeah, because the second ticket was Faust.
What is it?
No, that was the first
Movie
one.
Faust.
What's the theme music? Everyone knows it's Theodon. That's me.
That's me.
Who else
Hell
but
yeah.
Theodon?
Who else?
Who
but-
else
Theodon.
but Theodon?
Hey, Peter. Who else but
God.
Quagmire?
God. Anyway, for those who are watching us here today on the magical land of YouTube or Twitch, do not forget to smash that follow button or hit that subscribe, where every Thursday we will be streaming ourselves Dungeons and Dragons, where I will be your glorious dungeon master with all of my amazing players. And don't forget, guys, we'll be doing more streams on YouTube throughout the more awesome fun things. But for those who are on YouTube, hope you have a fantastic and a beautiful day. And as always, we'll see you guys all on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye. Much love, fam.
YouTube is done. I'm still going on.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. You're absolutely amazing. I love the D&D nights every Thursday. We've been killing it. I've been with this group for going on a good, month. I'm loving it. I just started playing D&D last year, and we got back in. I took a hiatus, and then my friend Nico Silverado, who is a friend of mine I met on Mixer. Oh no, you're fine. It's all good. Sorry, I wasn't able to really talk and interact with chat very much because of staying in character. But no, I've known Nico since Mixer. He's been the DM of this group for over 4 years. It's been the same. They're a tight-knit group, and they opened their arms to me, and Nico added me to the campaign, and I'm absolutely loving it. I love doing this. I love doing voiceover stuff. I mean, as you can tell, I'm a little rusty on my voice acting, but I'm trying to, get some more familiarity with that and keep growing in that aspect. You guys are absolutely amazing. Again, thank you, YouTube. Awesome kick. I'm loving being able to be live on both platforms. It's phenomenal. I wish I did this long ago. I wish I did. But so yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna grab me a drink, probably watch something on the old Netflix or whatever. I don't know, I'll find something to watch and just chillax. Thank you all again. Tomorrow night, let's see, I get off at 5. Maybe doing some Fortnite stuff. Maybe. If I don't have anyone to run Fortnite with, I'm just gonna jump on Destiny, and then we'll just do some Destiny streaming. Destiny's one of my favorite games. But yeah, so thank you so much. I can't thank you all enough. If you don't mind, tell your friends, spread the word to all the buddies. You know what? I wonder if I can host Nico. He just went live on Kick. Nico Silverado. Yeah, I can host him. Yes, let's do this. My first Kick host. Let's go. I'm hosting his channel. Much love. Hell yeah, we got the host up. Let's go, baby.